Welcome to the next lecture of overview Joomla. In this lecture, we are going to discuss some issues about overview of back end of Joomla CMS. In this lecture, we are going to log in firstly. Joomla, here's the name, Nader Adam, and the password ABCDE at 12345 for testing. Let's try to log into the back end. The back end had different names like control panel of the site or back end. To be able in this menu or in this part of Joomla, we can manage and customize and control all of about Joomla website. So here we see different parts like at the top. Here we can go to the system to be able to control panel. We can see global configuration, global check-in, clear cache, clear expired cache, system information. Let's try to click for some of these to show. So here we see the system information. Here we see the system information, settings, PHP, building on database version, database collection, and database connection, PHP version, web server. That's all. Also, we can see more about PHP settings, configuration files, folder permissions, and PHP information. If we are going to the user, here we can see that we can manage the user by adding some user grouping, access level, user notes, mass, mail user, and here you can show all of about menus at the site of Joomla. Here you see we can manage or add new menus, all menu items. If we are going to click here at the all menu items, here we can see all of the default menu items at our site. And here we see some of the commands to be add new or edit, publish or unpublish, check in or home, republish, patch or trash your content. And here we see the content of the site, which represented by articles. So here we can add here we can add articles from this part or categories. And also we can see the featured articles and media. Let's try to click here at the featured article or media. Here we see the featured article if it found, and if we are going to click at the articles, here we see only the one article at the site with the name of getting started. And also we can edit or add a new article or publish or unpublish, featured, unfeatured, archive, check-in, batch, or and the trash. So that's all for the content as overview. Let's go to the components. At the components, we can add or manage banners and categories, clients, tags, contact us form with categories, Joomla update, messaging, new private message to some customer or some visitor, new feeds or categories, post illustration message, redirects, search, smart search, tags. By the way, we will discuss all about Joomla in next sections and lectures. But this short overview of the back end to show what can you do at this course with the back end. And here we see the extensions. Extensions represents the additional functionality. So the extensions represents the additional functionality to be able to add it to the site of Joomla to be more professional, more qualified, to be work. That's all. Here we see the extensions. Extensions shows us five different options. Add extensions. We can add modules, plugins, templates, languages, and components. So we can add different extensions to the site. So we can add a comment system. We can add contact form with the extensions. We can add a professional slider or a professional banner to the site. We can add different menus with different effects to be to be added more efficiently at the site of Joomla CMS. And here we can manage, install, update, or discover database. That's all for the managing other extensions. And here we see the modules which can be added through the extensions. Also plugins or templates. We can add styles or templates with the themes. Also, we can add language. We can install or content language or overrides the language. At the last, we see here the help. If we need some help from the community of Joomla, we can do that by going to the help here. We can ask some questions by the forums or by documentation wiki or about any topics related to Joomla, like extensions or translations, resources, portals, center, or developer resources or stack exchange. That's all for the help at this part of back end. If we are going to the system again of back end, here we see at the left side we see some of the menus on the left. We see the content, new article. We can add directly a new article if we are going to click here, a new article. Here we see directly the new articles. We can add the new article by add a title, add a content. Also, we see here some tabs to show us more options about this article. By going to come back here, we can do more. Although all of this information at this part, let's try to come back. Okay, we can do more about. We can see article or categories. All of these structures or contents or user shows on the top with different menus. Sorry. Here we see some hints or notes, like Joomla would like your permission to collect some basic statistics. These are some options: always, once, never. It depends on you. We may do once if we want. You have a post installing a message. There are important post installing a message that requires your attention. This information area will not appear when you have hidden all messages. Okay, we can go to the read message, and here is the message. Okay, this is some hints or some information. It's not important at this point. Let's come back here, and we can do hidden, but unfortunately I didn't do that. And here is the login user, some basic information with the dashboard of Joomla at the back end. By the way, that's all for the short overview of the back end and front end, as I mentioned before on the first lecture. That's all, and see you in next lecture to getting started with the Joomla website, how to create and manage the website through Joomla CMS. Goodbye.